Continuing with the four major organic molecules of life, we are looking at nucleic acids. Nucleic acids have three characteristics that distinguish them from other molecules of life. They contain, in the case of RNA, a five-carbon sugar ribose. And in the case of DNA, the sugar is deoxyribose. So ribose RNA, deoxyribose DNA. They contain a phosphate group, and a bunch of phosphate groups form the backbone of both DNA and RNA. And they also contain a nitrogenous base or nitrogenous bases. In the case of DNA, the nitrogenous bases are adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. And in the case of RNA, thymine is replaced by uracil. Let's look at that a little more closely. So on the left is our RNA, on the right is our DNA. So we see that both of them are a helix, but RNA is a single helix and DNA is a double helix. And the helix is sort of that coil-like shape that we see. The nucleotide bases in RNA are cytosine, guanine, adenine, and uracil rather than thymine, while in DNA, cytosine, guanine, adenine, and thymine. In DNA, when the two strands are joined, so when it's making a copy of itself to create the new double-stranded DNA, adenine always bonds to thymine, cytosine always bonds to guanine, and those are called base pairs. Functions of DNA and RNA. DNA stores the genetic information. So basically, it is the instruction manual for cells. It tells the cell which amino acids to join together to form proteins, and proteins are the structural units of living things. Changes in DNA can result in changes in an organism over time. That was our characteristic of life, which is evolution. So when the genetic code changes, whether it's because of mutations or errors in copying, those changes can be passed along to future generations. And so over time, accumulated changes can lead to changes in the organism to where they can no longer reproduce and they become a new species. RNA controls protein synthesis or the making of proteins. So notice that DNA stores genetic information telling a cell which amino acids to join to form proteins in the first place. But then RNA is getting those instructions from the DNA, and it actually is controlling the production of those proteins or protein synthesis. There's an altered form of RNA that is ATP. So our ATP is the energy of life. So it's our energy currency is how you often hear it referred to. That's a specialized form of RNA. We have other molecules besides proteins. So where do those molecules come from? Well, proteins themselves synthesize other needed molecules, so things like carbohydrates and lipids.